Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's me, Kim A, and I'm back for another episode of When I First Heard. And on today's episode of When I First Heard, I want to talk about this amazing artist that I had the pleasure of coming across. She is amazing. She definitely has the it factor. She has it. Talented, dance, sing, can act. She models. She does it all. Her name is Makhyli. And I want to introduce y'all to her and her song Breaking Bad.
Don't know what you thought. Wait a minute, I just drunk text my mom. Call me Breaking Bad, the way we cooking up. I wanna Breaking Bad, don't need to show me love. I'ma tell you about all the things I like,
Breaking Bad is definitely like, it's the song you want, that you want to request. You want to go to the DJ and ask him, hey, can you play Makhyli's song Breaking Bad? And you just feel like such a badass when the song comes on. It's like, it makes you feel, you know what it gives to me? It gives like American Next Top Model. You remember the theme song? It was like iconic. That's what it gives to me. It gives that vibe. And my question to Makhyli, I want to ask you, my question to Makhyli is, within the social media realm of everything, like we live in a social digital world, how do you get in front of those fans and those potential fans that you want to grasp, that you want to pull in? How do you go about finding your fan base, if you will? What do you do? Is it just strictly social media? Do you go out and meet people in the streets, on the train? How does that look for you? You know, as an artist coming up in this social media digital world, where TikTok is popping, we have Instagram Reels, we have YouTube Shorts, we have everything. How does that look for you?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, I'm ready to get into everything. Let's do it. I'm thrilled. I'm beyond thrilled that you liked and you resonated and you felt Breaking Bad and what I was trying to do with that song. It's my firstborn, I like to say, my debut single. So you know it means a lot to me. Such a great question. I feel like the right fans will always find you. That's something that I've learned and that I'm learning. I feel like as long as you're authentic, you really stand by your music. And also, I feel like I'm just really creative in terms of not just music. To me, being an artist is not just putting out a song. I like to encapsulate everyone in an entire world. Like, I want them to come along with the ride, understand the fonts, the colors, the graphics. Like, that's stuff that I'm genuinely obsessed with. And when I feel like you have that stuff figured out, it naturally just invites so many people to want to be a part of it. I am really a grassroots person as well. I'm one of those people that will do whatever it takes because I really believe in my projects. So I literally, like this weekend, I'm going out during Memorial Day and I'm handing out cards and QR codes and I'm going out on the streets to share what I feel like the world needs to hear. And it almost feels like it's a mission like given to me that I am supposed to be sharing with everybody. So it kind of feels like my duty in a way. So I take it really seriously.
Second question. What was the inspiration behind your single Breaking Bad? Because like I said, it gives all of the vibes. It gives, come and break it back. I want to break it up. Like, when I played it, I had to run it back because it's just a vibe. It's a vibe to me. I love it so much. I can see it on like movie soundtracks, TV show soundtracks, like people including it in their music scoring. It's just a good time. And I love that for you because I know you got next. And I see you, sis. I see you.
Yes. Okay, the inspo behind this one. I am extremely emotional. Inside, outside, up, down, and backwards. And I knew that this was going to be my breakout song, my moment. I came from a girl group, and now that I'm a solo artist, this was really my proclamation, my declaration to the world, like, hey, this is me. I'm Makhyli. I make music that is a little dangerous. It's a little wild. And I was really accepting that and owning that, and I felt a lot of power in being able to do that. I say that I make music for volatile feelers, for the chalant people. I'm a person that can't be nonchalant. Trust me, I've tried. It's not me. And I feel like my music really, really reflects that. I'm happy to be able to represent some of the emotional crash outs, if you will. I also love that you included, like, you could hear it in like song and TV, because that's also something that I really want to get into, is like sync placements and getting my songs. And I also make like a whole other batch of songs that like no one will probably hear until it gets like on sync and on TV and video games, because I've made so many genres. I have so much fun just doing things that I would never personally do as an artist, but I get to do for sync. So that's definitely a goal. So I love that you mentioned that.
And we love to see it. My third question. I want you to take us on a typical day at the studio with you. How does that look? Are you like the artist that comes in the studio ready? You have everything you need. You got the pen and the paper. You got the song written down. How does it look for you? Or are you going into the studio looking to make magic? Is that where your inspiration comes from when you get into the studio? Tell us how that looks and what's the process behind making a single and like finding your sound. Like, how would you define your sound, I should say, in this social media world where everybody is? This is another question. I know it was like two. How would you describe your sound in this new climate with social media? Being that we have so many different avenues for artists to release music, to showcase their talents, how would you describe Makhyli? How would you describe your sound and your avenue to promote your music? What makes you stand out in that realm? I would like to know that.
Ooh, a day in the studio with me. I don't feel like it's necessarily what you could expect. First of all, I have to have a lot of snacks. Like, my brain works that if I'm doing something like hard or meticulous or that I have to have a lot of focus on, I need a little treat as well. So like every verse or every few lines, eating crackers and berries and chocolate, like, and foraging. A lot of times I'm a person who ideas just get instantly downloaded into me wherever I am. So I have a list. It's probably like 7 miles long now of like concepts and ideas and just thoughts and maybe like a sound bit, or literally maybe I heard someone crunching a carrot next to me. I'm like, oh, that's sick. Like, let me record that. And my boyfriend, Robbie, he's my producer. So some of the sessions can be really chaotic because, like, of course we know each other so well and we essentially live together. So we're very comfortable and very honest with each other. So, and we're also two Aries. So like sometimes he'll know like, okay, no, this girl, this is not it. Like, what is this? Or sometimes I'll be like, Robbie, come on, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, make it. But overall, we have such good creative synergy and our creative visions align, and he kind of just musically finishes my sentences, which I'm so lucky I have. Oh my gosh. I would personally describe my sound as, well, you know, I have one song right now. I have so many more in the vault, but it's definitely urban pop with a dark twist. I'm just naturally attracted to darker sounds, you know, eerie 808s, but it's also very hard hitting, and it's also something that you can throw that ass to. You could throw it. You could throw it on a hill. You could throw it in a pool. You could throw it down the street. So take it as you will. And I also think it's so fun because I rap as well and I sing. How I got into rapping is a whole different story, but the music that I make is unapologetic. I feel like it's very courageous because some of the things that I do share in my music and that I will be sharing in my music, it is scary for me to share, but I still do it. And I feel like that's where courage comes in. It's just a piece of my mind that I need to get out, or I would probably lose my mind.
And my last question would be, what do you hope to accomplish with your music? Do you want the people to feel something like, oh, I want to feel good? Do you want them to hear the message? What's your reasoning for music? Like, outside of the love for music, what do you want your audience to take away from you as an artist? I said that was my last question. I have one more. What would be your advice for new artists that's trying to make an impact? What avenues and directions have you taken yourself as an artist, up-and-coming artist, trying to, be seen by the masses and have your talent reach to different countries, cities, streaming platforms? I would like to know that.
I feel like my music is saying the things that people are afraid to say or that we're told that we're not supposed to say. Like in my single Breaking Bad, I literally said, I'll have it. I want it. Castrated. Jump on it. Oops. I want the fans, I call my fans the Bat Pack. So I want the baddies to feel very, very safe in order to release their feelings. I want you to come to my concert. Like if you missed your therapy session that day, like come on to one of my shows, scream it out, leave a piece of your throat like in the crowd. I want my music to be almost like a punching bag, I feel like my advice for an artist who's trying to break into the industry is, yes, look at what's working. Yes, see, oh my gosh, people seem to like this, but try to think outside the box. Maybe if someone's going south, go north. Because at the end of the day, yeah, people might like something for a reason for now, but in a few weeks, it could be done for. It could be gone. It could just be another trend. And you don't want to be the person that's just chasing highs. I also really, really feel like the only way that you can have a sustainable, long-lasting, really good quality career is if you give yourself over. I feel like some people have like even ceremonies like, look, even if you have other things going on in your life, even if you have 4 kids, if you're going through a divorce, if you have 8 jobs, like at least aligning and identifying with yourself as being an artist. You can't expect to make it and say, oh yeah, I dabble every once in a while. Yeah, I try on occasion. I'd make a song or 2. No. You're an artist. You decided you're an artist and you decide that you're a successful one and everything will line up from there. This felt really cool to just be able to brain dump. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. And most of all, thank you for having me. Swarm on out.
Thank you for your time. This is Kim A.K. Brand, and I can't wait to hear your response. Congrats, because like I said, it's a bop. We love it.